What is up guys? This is Bullshot, back again with another Call of Duty mobile video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So in today's video, I am gonna be covering my top 5 best submachine gun loadouts for the Battle Royale. After the release of the Season 4 update, the submachine guns have become extremely viable, and some of them are pretty optimized to counter powerful rivals, like the shotgun players or the Trapmaster users. I have tried almost every single weapon build from the SMG category. One thing I want to mention that, some guns from this list are normally findable in the Battle Royale map. But there are some weapons which can be obtained only from the airdrops, such as the Fennec or the MSMC. I suggest you to stick to the end of the video, because it is going to be extremely helpful for you. Now, if this is your first time here in my channel, then be sure to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I make some great tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Anyways, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Before starting the video, I just want to mention that some of my fellow viewers may disagree with the listing of these weapons. But you can trust me with the gunsmith loadouts. I promise you won't be disappointed. Let's start with the QQ9, which comes at number 5 spot. This submachine gun has a great combination of super high fire rate and great overall mobility. You may usually find the blue and the purple variants as ground loots, which will give you pretty decent performance. The default magazine and the recoil management can be two major downsides with this weapon. But with this custom QQ9 loadout, those problems can be managed pretty easily. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the RTC Recon TAC Long Barrel. This will increase the overall damage range and improve the ADS bullet spread. Now add the MIP Laser. This will boost your sprint to fire speed and greatly increase the hip-fire accuracy. The QQ9 fire rate is extremely high. And it comes with a really small magazine by default. That's why, add the 45 rounds extended magazine. This will take care of the ammunition capacity. And lastly, add the Merc for grip. This underbarrel will simultaneously improve the hip-fire accuracy and the vertical recoil control for close-range combats. Overall, it can be a great choice as a secondary weapon. It has great accuracy in close-range engagements, and it shreds an enemy with a level 3 vest in pretty small amount of time. The overall recoil is also very easy to control as well. The magazine size can be a little bit of downside at some moments when you are engaging multiple enemies at once. To solve that issue, I recommend you to use the extended magazine mods with this custom loadout. However, you can also choose to use the QRF mods as well. This will provide you with a pretty decent amount of improvement to the hip-fire accuracy. And now, coming at number 4 spot, we have the RUS-79U. This is, and always have been a great choice in the Battle Royale, for a very long time. It has some great fire rate and pretty awesome bullet spread accuracy for any range possible. It is also pretty easy to control in the entirety of the submachine gun category. The only downside is the magazine size. Because of the super high fire rate, it needs to be reloaded pretty frequently. Now, with my custom variant, this magazine issue can be solved pretty easily, and you'll get a pretty aggressive loadout for close to mid-range combats. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously increase the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy of your weapon. Then add the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will greatly increase the overall damage range and give you pretty decent improvement on the overall recoil management. Now add the MIP Laser. This will boost the sprint to fire speed and greatly improve the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the 50 rounds extended magazine. I used to attach the 38 rounds fast magazine before this season update, but trust me, the large one with the 50 rounds is a much better option for engaging multiple enemies at once. And lastly, add the Merc for grip. This underbarrel will simultaneously improve the hip-fire bullet spread and the vertical recoil management of your weapon. Overall, this custom RUS can be a great alternative for the AK-117 or any other SMG options. It has by far the best hip-fire accuracy in the entirety of Battle Royale. And trust me when I say, you can spray with the hip-fire at any range possible. It is so accurate that you may be able to shoot flying choppers from the ground. Now, for the mods, you can use the QRF mods or the dense fire mods, depending on your preference. You won't be needing any extended magazine mods with this loadout. I personally use the QRF mods, as this gives me an aimbot-like accuracy with a hip-fire aspect.
ভাই আমি নক হয়ে যাব কিন্তু মেরে দিয়েছি ওটা হাত পা দিয়ে ঢুকে আরে লাগি
Now, coming at number 3 spot, we have the MSMC. This submachine gun has great mobility and pretty awesome fire rate with a pretty moderate amount of damage. This used to be the best choice for a secondary weapon back in the days before the Gunsmith update. And I am very pleased to notice that I can get pretty much the exact same performance with a pretty balanced and powerful Gunsmith build, which I am about to show you in this video. The recoil pattern is pretty hard to control at some moments, and the magazine size is also a bit of a downside with this weapon. But I am going to solve these problems with these perfect attachments. Just like the previous loadouts, let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will greatly increase the overall damage range and improve the overall recoil management by a pretty decent amount. Now add the MIP Laser. This will boost the sprint to fire speed and increase the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the Merc for grip. This underbarrel will improve the hip-fire bullet spread and increase the vertical recoil control. And lastly, add the 36 rounds extended magazine to complete the build. This magazine will help you with the ammunition management. Overall, this is a pretty aggressive loadout for close-range combats. It has great accuracy with the hip-fire, along with some pretty decent amount of overall mobility. Also, the overall recoil management is pretty user-friendly as well. And I am pretty positive to say that it has the second fastest time to kill an enemy with a level 3 vest and 150 HP. The magazine size is the only downside with this weapon, which can be solved with the purple variant of the extended magazine mods. Or, you can use void mods as well, if you manage to find it. But for that specific mods, I recommend you to loot as much light ammo as you can.
लकी नीचे छुटिया उनको मेरा टीममेट संभाल लेना चाहिए शाबाश
Now, coming at number 2 spot, we have the QXR. This is a pretty aggressive weapon, with a pretty high amount of overall mobility and pretty moderate amount of damage for close to mid-range combats. And with this custom gunsmith build, this is going to be even more better. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously increase the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the OWC Marksman Barrel. This will greatly increase the overall damage range and improve the overall recoil management. It also gives a pretty decent boost on the ADS accuracy as well. Now add the MIP Laser. This will increase the sprint to fire speed and greatly improve the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the extended magazine A, which will give you 10 extra rounds to your ammunition. It is an extremely necessary attachment, as the last attachment will deliver a pretty decent amount of boost on the fire rate aspect. Anyways, add the most important attachment for this loadout, which is the Enhanced Bolt perk. This will boost the rate of firing by 13%, which makes it significantly faster than most of the submachine guns. But not faster than the weapon I have placed at number 1 spot. Overall, this is great loadout for close to mid-range combats. It has a pretty balanced accuracy for both the ADS and the hip fire. Also, you are getting a pretty decent amount of ammunition capacity, even without applying the extended magazine mods with this loadout. I am not using the monolithic suppressor, because, what's the point of suppressing the sound when I am going to use the loadout for close-range combats most of the time? Anyways, now for the mods, you have multiple choices with this custom build. You can use the dense fire mods if you want to focus mainly on the ADS accuracy. Or you can use the QRF mods if you want more hip fire accuracy. Or you can even choose to use the extended magazine mods as well. And finally, I have this custom Fennec loadout at the number 1 spot. Some of you may disagree with this part. But trust me when I say, nothing can beat this weapon when it comes to the time to kill aspect. I have tested almost every single weapon from the submachine gun category. And I am pretty positive to say that, in up-close engagements, the Fennec with a perfectly crafted loadout can kill an enemy with a level 3 vest in literally less than 4 seconds. This weapon is extremely fast, and with a moderate amount of damage, it does a pretty great job in close-range combats. Let's start with the MIP Light Flash Guard. This muzzle attachment will simultaneously improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy. Then add the MIP Extended Light Barrel. This will increase the overall damage range and slightly improve the overall recoil management. Now add the RTC Merc Laser. This also will improve the ADS and the hip-fire accuracy at the same time, but it slightly decreases the aiming speed of your weapon. But trust me, this won't be noticeable at all. Now, add the Extended Magazine A. This is an extremely necessary attachment for this loadout as the overall default ammunition capacity is pretty low. Lastly, add the Merc for grip. This will give a tiny amount of hip-fire accuracy, but it will improve the vertical recoil management by a pretty decent amount. Overall, it is by far the best secondary loadout in the current scenario. A majority of players are using this weapon right now because it is extremely optimized to counter shotgun players or Trapmaster users. In general, it will give you pretty decent amount of mobility. And, most importantly, it has the fastest time to kill an enemy with a level 3 vest and maxed out health points. Now, for the mods, I recommend you to use the purple variant of the extended magazine mods with this custom loadout to get best results.
Oh, legend.
Anyways, that's basically it for today's video. I hope you have enjoyed today's contents. It would be greatly appreciated if you drop a like and share this with your teammates. And if you are new here, then don't forget to press the subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I upload some pretty helpful tips and tricks videos and make some pretty powerful gunsmith loadouts for the Battle Royale. And trust me, you don't want to miss out any of my custom build. Follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server for exclusive tips and more awesome content. Links are provided in the description. Alright then, have a great day. I'll see you at the next one with the best assault rifle loadouts for the Battle Royale. Till then, take care. Bulls out.